Welcome loves to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video, we're going to be recreating Monica Bellucci's makeup look. She's gorgeous. I don't really know what to add to that. She's one of the most beautiful women in the world, and yeah, her makeup looks, they're always on point. They're super simple. She doesn't have a lot of makeup, but most of the time she wears smoky or soft smoky eyeliner. We're going to be basically focusing on the eyeliner that she is wearing and her foundation. If you're interested, please stay tuned and let's get started. This makeup routine is going to be extremely easy. We're going to start with hydration, toner, Nivea aftershave lotion, sun cream. I'm going to use super lightweight foundation. It's really similar to my tinted hydrator from Wet n Wild. It has semi-matte finish. Monica doesn't have a lot of coverage. You can see a little bit of her skin coming through. That's why we're going for very light option and light coverage. I'm going to use, by the way, fluffy brush to transfer this foundation over my face. I guess that's it for now. I don't really want to overpower my face with lots of different products. I will add a little bit of Givenchy concealer underneath my eyes and a little bit over my forehead. I can definitely say she has pretty covered under eye area. That's why we're going for concealer. And we're going to set everything with Catrice All Matte Shine Control Powder Banana Shade. I don't really want to add a lot of this powder because, well, again, we're talking about light coverage in the case of Monica. So let's use my big and fluffy brush, tap it off, and set the rest of my face with circular motions. I will go with my Studio Pot. This one is from BH Cosmetics Contour Palette, and I love that it has a lot of different shades. Her foundation is super bronzed, and it has a lot of warm shades. This is what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna grab this color because I feel like her forehead is heavily bronzed. I'm gonna tap it off, get it on the back of the hand first, and then go back over my forehead. And then I can definitely see this beautiful structure in this area. I think she has natural cheekbones and natural line in this area, but if you don't really have anything similar, we're just slightly gonna work with the bronzer on top. I'm gonna go with the same bronzer I used for my forehead, this shade, and with big fluffy brush. I'm not gonna go with my bigger option, that the one I used to transfer foundation. I'm gonna be focusing this color in this area. I'm going up to the temples, connecting my forehead and my cheekbones. And then I will probably add tiniest bit of a little bit different bronzer color, maybe this soft shade. And then what I'm going to do is to continue this line, slightly blend this out. We're going to set everything in place with Fix and Spray a little bit later and diffuse this color, so it's going to be a little bit more natural. I'm going to repeat the same routine for my left side, and I'll be back to show you guys my nose area. Finally, with the same color that I used for my forehead and the same fluffy brush, we're going in the area of my nose, let's say nose root, and then we're with a fluffy brush, I'm going with circular motions up to my brow. I really like the fact that she's not having any more contour in this area. And that's it. She has no blush, no highlighter. It's a very simple bronzed makeup routine. We're going to set everything with the Fix and Spray. This one is from Essence, and use my Damn Beauty blender on top to make sure that all these powders are melted together. I have my cream blushes, cream contour, and I have a very bright lipstick. This one is from Karl Lagerfeld. I add this color into my pen with yellow color. I'm going to mix it together and get the most beautiful blush color. I think she has a little bit of blush in the apples of the cheeks, but it's almost invisible. That is the reason why I'm going to be going with some cream blush on top, because cream blush is really hard to see. You can tell it's almost invisible. If you need a little bit more dots, place them on top like that. Now to the most important part is her brows. I really love Monica Bellucci's brows. The only problem that I have no brows myself. I have my brow pencil, and I would love to add a little bit of structure to my brow with super soft brow pencil. This one is Essence 05 Blonde. Let's add a little bit of shape and lightly fill in the rest of my brow. She has a little bit more round shape, and I would say that it's going up and then creating a circle on top, semicircle. I'll go with my brow mascara. This one is from Guerlain, color 10 Light. Brush my brows up, and I want to create volume, fluffiness if it's possible. And finally, I'm going to go with my NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen and create some false hair. So she has a typical liner shade that's called Soft Smoky. And we're going to repeat the same thing for my eyes, and you can do pretty much similar thing for you. NYX eye primer. I'm going to start with the crease brush or fluffy brush to blend this out in the same color that I picked on a couple of minutes ago. We're going from the outer corner with stamping motions, and then just working this in the outer corner to the end of the tail. And in the inner corner, I will work with a little bit of this white shimmers. If you don't really have any white shimmers, it's okay. It's up to you guys. Or you can add a little bit of this blue. And let's bring this in the inner corner. Finally, I want to do this soft smoky eyeliner that I was talking about. Let's use my black pencil, black eyeliner, and a little bit of black eyeshadows. We're going to start from my eyeliner, and the key point of this line is to create something super, super soft and thin in the inner corner, and then we're going to create a little bit thicker line in the outer corner, then pull on this and create a tiny line. Well, we're going to start from the outer corner. I find it a little bit more handy, and she has pretty low line, and this line is not going to be super long. It's going to be a really short line. I'm going to create a thin line and a little bit thicker from the middle of my line. Going with black pencil, I will start from the outer corner, go on top of my waterline, and let's connect this line. It's almost invisible right here, just the tiniest bit. In soft, smoky eyeliner, I guess, technique, you don't really add this black in the inner corner, but it's optional, guys. If you want to, you can always add. And in the outer corner, I will add a little bit more of the same black. Just create a thicker option. Now it looks weird and pretty harsh. I will go with my black eyeshadows and with a little bit different brush from, I don't even know, MAC brush set that I purchased years ago. Pack this on, tap it off. You can always use some paper to cover your under eye area, and we will smoke out this eye in the outer corner, create this smokiness. It's still called soft smoky. Lightly smoke this out in the outer corner. And with your own finger, pat any leftovers. If it looks crazy, just wipe it off with your own finger. I'm gonna do mascara. But before mascara, I need to add a little bit of loose powder. This one is from Makeup Revolution. You can use any loose powder available. And this way, I'm going to prevent from any fallouts or any black marks, especially if summertime. Eyelid or under eye area. This makeup is extremely easy. It's so easy to recreate. But I noticed she has smudged contour, lip contour. That's what we're going to do. Pretty much similar thing. I'm going to start with this NYX Lingerie lipstick. And this color is extremely soft and nude. It is almost concealer type of lipstick. Now with my lip pencil, I'm going to add a little bit of color, lip contour. I'm going to go with my own finger and diffuse this lip pencil. Finally, I want to top everything with this color. It is Dior Velvet 886 lipstick. It has a little bit of pigment. Well, it's pretty pigmented, but I'm going to lightly stamp this shade on top of my lip. You can tell that it is almost invisible, but with my finger, we're gonna get this in my previous shades. I'm gonna wipe off any powder underneath my eyes. If you have any questions how long you should leave the powder on, as soon as your mascara dries out, you can take it off. And this is a complete makeup look of Monica Bellucci. Of course, I'm not Monica Bellucci, and she's very beautiful. She's a very beautiful woman, one of a kind. I'd say there's not so much women in the world that I can tell they're, like, I mean, they were born perfect, real perfection. And let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoyed today's small tutorial, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye bye.